This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
All right, man. There was something we wanted to talk about. I remember going like, "Ooh, we should talk about this on the show." What have we been doing recently?
Sleeping.
A lot of sleeping. Oh. Okay, so one of Nate and I's favorite things to do, and maybe at home your favorite things to do, is watch nonsense on YouTube.
No.
Do you guys yourself a favor?
Do you guys self one?
Google YouTube web junk. There's a playlist we've been trying to make our way through. But on that playlist we found, I'm not even sure what was on that playlist.
There's like, what is it,
419 or something like that.
3,419 videos.
Yeah, there's a ton of videos. But we found a YouTube video. I don't even know if it was from that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it was Wendy's training videos.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's use a clip of that this week for the intro. Let's use a little bit of that as the. So let's put a little slice of that right now. That's a little taste. Chili can be served with cheese, guys.
Can.
We challenge you to understand what that man's saying.
It grew on that man. It makes no sense.
Can we listen to that a little bit right now?
Yeah.
All right.
At a happen from a dot, let the draw arm drop. The remaining frosty will fill the cup. The orders to go, be sure to put a lid on and serve it with a smile. That's why I'm singing this song. Milk and cookies, if you please.
Oh my God. That is probably. Oh man, we went on a car ride the other day with two of our Taiwanese friends and made them listen to that. And they saw no humor in it.
None.
We'll put some. We'll play some more clips from that throughout the show. This is going to be.
We'll use that as our transition sound.
Yeah, we're going to use it as our transition.
Something from this. Jibble gobble nibble.
Fill up the rapper with a good kind. Anyway, this is the Royal We. Welcome to another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
Hey, if this is your first episode, welcome to the Royal. I mean, it's a strange thing to say every episode if this is your first episode, but hey guys, welcome. If you haven't listened before, we take the news, real or fake,
Whatever.
and we just read the headlines and we guess about what the article could be about. Yeah. If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you can do that at Royal WeCast at Twitter or royalwecast@gmail.com. Gmail. Let's get started.
Yep.
We got a whole slew of headlines came from Kat this week.
What's funny is I think we just opposite said what our brains normally think.
What do you mean?
Because normally I think I would be the guy who would say the word slew, but you said slew and I was thinking plethora.
Oh,
and I
shit.
think you would normally think that and I would think slew. We've quantum leaped.
It's the Chili's song is like Freaky Friday. If you listen to the Chili's served with cheese song too many times, you Freaky Friday each other.
You Freaky Friday each other. Jamie Lee Curtis.
If we switch bodies, you'll be surprised just how pale I am. Mm-hmm. No, you're pretty pale too.
Yeah.
I don't know what about me will surprise you.
I'm like a salamander.
You're moist?
Yes.
Let's get into it. Kat sent us a ton of headlines, so thank you for that, Kat. I don't know. I don't know where to begin because there's so many things here that are just
tasty
morsels. Let's start with this one.
Okay.
We do not have a child slave colony on Mars, says NASA.
Why even entertain that accusation?
What if no one's accusing them of that? They're like, no, we don't have slaves on Mars. Child slaves? Slaves? No.
What?
Who's even saying that? Who's saying that?
Some nervous, sweaty palmed official.
We've called you here. I'm sure you're. It's a really late night press conference, and it's just like a classic nerd guy.
Yeah.
With like the Costanza hair.
Yeah.
And he's bald and he's got those big 70s serial killer glasses. And he's like, we do not have child slaves on Mars.
What?
Everyone's like,
what? Okay. Sir, we've not opened the floor up to questions yet. What?
No one said you guys did.
Yeah.
But someone must have.
Yeah, and if someone was accusing him of that, why would that be...
You just ignore them.
Yeah, that makes it strange that someone even was like, we should nip this in the bud.
That's like if Justin Bieber comes out and says, I am not a reptile. I am not a reptilian who eats gold. You're going to be like, why are you acknowledging that?
Yeah. And honestly, I'd be a little heartbroken.
Part of me wishes he is.
Yeah.
That would make life more interesting if...
What if there were reptilian people who ate all of our gold? Yeah. And big spiders we had to fight on the way to the store.
Imagine it comes out that NASA does have child slaves on Mars.
I mean, we live in a crazy time. I don't know how...
They must have... I mean, they're taking slaves from here. What are they doing?
Taking slaves from here.
It'd be children.
Oh, yeah.
Taking children. Sending them to Mars. It's not like they're rounding up Martian children.
That's right. Sure, I guess no one would ever know. But that's so convoluted, once again.
But slaves to do what?
Right. Dig something on Mars that we don't know
what's
about.
What's their goal? All right, kids, fan out. Look for water. It's just a bunch of children and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. You there, what's your name? No time. Go search for water. We've been here 25 minutes. That's 400 meters we could have searched.
Man, by the time we find this goddamn water, you're none of you going to be children anymore. Let's go. Couple time.
Let's go. Tommy Lee Jones.
I'm on Mars. Yeah. Oh, we should be careful. After this podcast comes out, NASA's going to say, we do not have Tommy Lee Jones commanding
When's the last time you've seen Tommy Lee Jones in anything? I'm pretty sure it's been a few years, right?
I'm pretty sure that him, Kurt Russell, and Jeff Bridges are slowly forming into one celebrity.
They'll all be one big thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're all kind of... Well,
and Tommy Lee Jones to Mars.
Tommy Lee Jones has always looked like an old man. Because we watched, which we 100% recommend, Under Siege.
Yeah.
The first and the second. But the first one, the bad guy's Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
And that movie is like 40 years old. It's not that old. It's like 20.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, it was 91, 92.
Okay. Yeah, so 25 years old.
Yeah.
And Tommy Lee Jones looks just as much of an old man as he...
Yeah, as soon as he came on the screen, I looked at you and was like, has he always been old?
But Kurt Russell and Jeff Bridges are slowly becoming... Like, sometimes I'll see Jeff Bridges in something and I go, is that Kurt Russell? Who is that?
Especially when Kurt Russell grows that big crazy beard. He grew that a while back.
Who was in True Grit?
That's
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
But he looks like Kurt... Okay.
Anyway. So it's like Kurt Russell, Tommy Lee Jones, and Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. Are all slowly aging towards the same look.
Yeah. And they merge to a thing we have to send to Mars.
To control the child slaves, which NASA doesn't have. We should get the... Again, I mean, every time we come up with something like this...
the Kurt Tommy Bridges to the moon. Wait, not to the moon.
What would their celebrity... Like, if there were those three men were a couple. Well, a triplet. If they were in that three-way relationship, what would their celebrity romance name be? Jeff Bridges, Kurt Russell, Tommy Lee Jones. It would be maybe Jeff Lee Russell? No.
Kurt Lee Bridge?
Yeah. I don't know. But I love the idea of an organization acknowledging, because what happened was some crazy guy was like,
right. I don't see why they were even, that's really funny.
Right. For sure.
Because that's an interesting thought too. Like you're saying about Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Like if he turned out to be a lizard person who ate gold, it kind of makes sense because maybe they need a lot of money and they can purchase gold and eat it.
But there's better ways to get money than sing.
Yeah, especially if you're a lizard person with hologram technology.
Yeah, you're not going to make yourself like, oh, well, if you have hologram technology, it'd be really easy for you to appeal to preteen girls.
But it'd also be really easy to just impersonate people who are around gold.
Yeah, it's convoluted for you to become a celebrity and get money.
Yeah. We've completely jumped the ship.
Here's another one in Alien news. Another headline supplied by Kat. Mm-hmm. Alien pulled over in Georgia, police say.
No. What kind of alien?
Alien.
Not a space alien.
This is alien.
You got to choose your words.
It's not going to be an illegal alien. It's like a Mexican who's pulled over in Georgia. Why is that news?
Right.
An alien, a space alien pulled over in Georgia.
Just on the news, just alien pulled over. What happened? Like what?
Police say.
Police say. So the police told the news. You won't believe what happened tonight.
Well, what did he get pulled over for, you think?
Probably speeding. You're used to traveling through space at the speed of light.
Sorry, officer.
You get that, when you drive on the interstate for hours and you pull off onto a surface road and you're going way too fast.
Why would he pull over? The alien's not going to... Oh, shit.
Maybe he was trying to blend in, and then he thought his disguise was better than it was. And the cop was like, whoa.
Or what if it's like a Men in Black thing? He's driving a car. He's not in a spaceship.
Yeah.
And then when he pulls...
I don't imagine they were pulling over the spaceship. Is that what you were thinking?
What? Why would it be an alien driving a car? Yeah, it makes more sense than alien being a spaceship.
But why would it be on a road?
Why is a cop pulling over aliens?
Just doing their job.
In my brain, it's an alien that's in a spaceship, and it's like...
following the road. Yeah.
What's that? Whistle and hum at the same time? Yeah. There were better ways for us to make that sound effect than
we could have just pulled it off the internet.
Instead of us trying real hard.
We tried really hard. No, I got this. That's pretty good. I'm nailing that.
But I imagine, he's just like scanning, picking up cows or whatever, and a cop throws on his lights and is like, hey there.
Yeah. What's all this now?
Pull to the side of the road now.
Yeah. Georgia, long.
You know why I pulled you over, see? I don't know why I'm...
See? Foghorn Leghorns pulled him over.
Look at me, alien.
See, I say you're hovering around on a surface roads. You're
going goddamn near the speed light. Balling all kinds of cattle here in Georgia. Disturbing all the peaches.
Disturbing all the peaches, yeah. Disturbing the peaches.
The peaches. The peach piece. Okay.
Peaches? Stretch.
A little stretch.
In Close Encounters of the Third Kind, there were a bunch of little aliens that followed the roads, remember?
No.
Okay.
The only thing I remember from that movie is the mashed potato part.
Oh.
And the end, it was like... Which, even as a little kid, I was thinking, how did he come to that conclusion? Oh, I'll just hook up my fucking synthesizer. How did he know? How did he know to do that? How did he know to fucking play...
I don't know.
Jethro Tull to it.
He didn't play Jethro I don't know. It's been years since I've seen that movie. I remember liking it and thinking it was cool.
I watched it when I was really little.
Yeah. Remember years ago when wristwatches had that thing called Indiglow?
Where it would like glow
Indiglow. You would push it and it would like glow.
Yeah.
I used to always do that. I would like blink it on and go dee-doo, dee-doo-doo, wah. Totally alone.
Totally alone.
Totally alone. Chris.
Here's all that was sent to us. This is sort of, it's not aliens, but it's sort of in technology. This one is, at the end of days, man. It's any fucking moment. AI, good for the world, says ultra lifelike robot.
You can't trust that. They've got a dog in the fight.
Aliens, oh no, not aliens. We're not that anymore.
Yeah.
Robots are good for humans.
Says robot.
Robots are good for humans. Please give me that gun. Give me guns for hands.
Yeah. Lifelike robot. They're just trying to get... I wonder if that's what'll keep robots down and be like, we can make them super smart, we just won't give them opposable thumbs.
Or just make them real weak.
Yeah.
But if they get into any sort of any computer, any movie about this, they get into the internet.
Yeah.
And then they can just turn lights on and off.
Make all the phones ring at the same time.
Blenders turn on when your hands are in them.
That's not how the internet works. That's when the comet comes too close and it makes all the machines come to life.
It gets into the internet and then it starts controlling the blenders. It gets into the power grid. I don't know. I mean...
yeah. It can...
Right?
Yeah.
So it gets... AI good for the world is ultra lifelike robot. Of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it does. That's definitely an opinion of a robot. But then what? Then it just says now help me make child slaves for Mars. What is a robot going to do? I mean, I don't think we're there yet where they can start building. Once a robot is smart enough to make more robots that are smart enough to make more robots, that's when we're fucked.
Yeah. That's when we'll just have to start merging ourselves with them. We'll just have to go into... It's either that or we'll be eliminated. We'll just become one big mega species.
Yeah. But I feel like as long as you make them so you can just throw water on them and
they just have to stay out of the rain and...
Yeah.
But they're also going to make a hyper-intelligent robot that doesn't realize it's not waterproof.
Oh, well, shit. The new iPhone's waterproof.
Yeah.
End the game.
Yeah. That thing's smarter than a cat.
Game over. Game over, man.
Game over.
iPhone 8 is waterproof.
Wow.
But think about this. If your iPhone came alive, how could it fuck with you? I guess it could, send dick pics to people you don't want it to.
Yeah, it could mess with you. It's connected. It could, get into your bank accounts.
Yeah.
It's connected to a lot of things.
Yeah.
We think it'd come up and physically harm you, but
it won't.
No. Sometimes it's what people say that hurts the most, Sam.
Words.
You're an asshole.
Siri. Says Siri.
It says...
Chili can be served with cheese.
Here's more in AI news. Here's one I found myself. Volvo admits. I love this. Whenever a company admits
Once
something,
again.
Volvo, the car company,
Yeah.
admits that its self-driving cars are confused by kangaroos.
What?
They got everything else ironed out.
Everything they've like been predicting accidents on the road like 2 seconds before they happen, but a kangaroo is
If it sees a kangaroo, it goes, that.
given I've never seen a kangaroo while driving, but I imagine it would be a sight.
Have I seen a kangaroo? Yeah, we saw kangaroos. We were in Australia.
Yeah, we saw,
Yeah.
but we didn't see them like bounding across the road. We were in.
No, yeah, they were just laying around.
But have you ever been like I've been driving before and had a deer run across the road right in front of me, and it does freaks you the hell out. So imagine if you had that with massive bouncing. That would confuse.
That plus massive bouncing. Plus, it's the massive bouncing is the most confusing part.
Yeah.
The massive bouncing. It confuses the computer. The computer doesn't even take the massive bouncing into effect.
Yeah.
It's like, well, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. I don't understand. That's the part of things that get me. It's never something you would expect.
Maybe because it goes up. Like maybe the scanner
True.
scans and it comes out of its scanner and then comes back
Yeah,
in.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Massive bouncing. It's in and out. And it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because it's thinking like things moving on a horizontal plane.
Boom, I got it solved. Hey, Volvo, what's up? Just put a scanner and point it up.
Yeah, just increase the scan range,
For cars in Australia.
Yeah, vertically high enough that kangaroos can't leap out of them. Think tank over here. Think we. But if we... but it is something like that. Like it's something you would never expect. You know what I mean? Like they said, this thing's like, you've probably all seen the video. We've seen that video where the car, it's not the self-driving car, but it's that, maybe it is. It's the one that has the hyper-aware system, the sensor system, and they're driving down the road and it warns them of a collision ahead.
Oh yeah.
And they start to laugh for a second and they're like, what? And then there's a car accident like right in front of them. And it was predicting the car before anyone even noticed what was going on. The car is analyzing the traffic patterns around them and was like, those cars are going to hit on their current course. So it sent off an alert. And sure enough, they did it. But it was like 2 seconds. It was like 1,000, 2,000, wham.
In Star Trek times.
Yeah. But a kangaroo comes across the road and it's like, and it just goes through the windshield. It's like you'd never expect it. They're like, what the? Okay, back to the drawing board.
Shit, it can guess the future, but it can't see kangaroos.
Yeah. It's like a car, like it's going down the road perfectly fine and just explodes. And they're like, what happened? Then suddenly, like, after vast analysis, they scan way in off to the side. And it's just a turtle looking directly into the camera. And it's like, what the hell?
Or a kangaroo. I mean, I think the idea would be a kangaroo, like...
Well, just something you'd never expect.
And so it's like, remember a couple episodes back, a while back, we talked about the opposite of a bear is a unicycle. What was it?
Yeah.
Something like that?
And yeah.
An opposite of a self-driving car is a kangaroo.
Yeah.
The opposite.
They
They could be enemies. They could be enemies. What's the enemy of a self-driving car? Would be conservative old people?
No, a tree with feet.
Go on.
It could just run right out in front of the car.
People have feet. There's other things with feet that can do that that aren't trees. I was so ready for your explanation to make sense. How have I not learned my lesson yet? It's like episode 130 or something.
Yeah, I'm not going to make sense. But I was thinking, because if you're going down the road, naturally,
Yeah.
before driving cars, self-driving cars, they changed the game.
Yeah.
Okay. But up until that point, I would say the arch nemesis of a car would be a tree or another car.
I heard...
But most cars, they'll crash into a tree. So
Yeah.
until that happened, if you'd say, what's the worst enemy of a car? It would be a tree with feet. Because they could just, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, yeah.
Dismissed.
Yeah. Gavel.
I heard this, so I don't know if it's
Get out of my court.
I've done
Kangaroo court.
I've done no research on this, but I heard that in the super early days when cars were new, like in 1920 or something.
When they crank them?
Something like that. There were two in the state of Pennsylvania. Two.
Yeah.
And they managed to crash into each other.
I've heard that. I don't know if it's true, but that would be... Maybe they were both so surprised and it was like,
They used to have a guy who would walk out in front of them with a red flag, like in front of the car, and be like, there's a car coming, car.
Just in front of the... What's the point of having a car if the guy's walking in front of you at the same speed?
Yeah.
It's just showing you have a car. I remember my great-great-grandfather, somebody used to tell the story about the first time he saw a car.
Huh?
And he said they were like little kids and that came down the road and they all went and hid in the bushes because they didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
they were
that'd
like,
be
what
scary.
is this?
Well, I imagine the first time we see a self-driving car, we'll have a story like that.
Yeah, or a little spaceship getting pulled over.
Auga.
Space auga.
That's just an auga with an echo.
Yeah. little Star Trek noises.
Like a little crystal. I don't know what this means. Here's one that I found myself.
Okay.
We're going to derail our alien in space talking
That's
computer talk
fine.
for a second. Congressional Cemetery can have yoga and it can have goats.
What?
But the DC government says it cannot have goat yoga.
That to me that sums up government. It's like they got to get their finger in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Listen, we're drawing the line.
we're drawing the line. No goat yoga. You can have why am I talking like I want to live, Mary.
I was gonna go with. I want
to live.
You could have the yoga, and you can have the goats, but you can't have the goat yoga. That was the voice I wanted to do.
Yeah.
We're politicians.
Yoga's doing goats and goats doing.
Okay, well, there's this, but listen, you're skipping the first part. This is the Congressional Cemetery,
Right. Who know? Let them be dead in peace.
Why? Well,
Why do you want to have goats?
I can understand why people would want to have do yoga. I bet you it's a nice field or a park. Like, I bet you there's open space of grass.
But it's full of the dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Do you think there is a yuppie of enough person out there? Yuppie? Is that still a thing?
Like a crunchy, like a granola?
Yeah. That goes and does yoga on like their deceased friend's grave as a way of like, oh, I go do like yoga on top of their grave, and so you think that's
like the
thing.
energy, like my Mima had the greatest soul energy. So now that she is no longer with us,
I wasn't even thinking Meemaw, but
I head down to her congressional grave.
Yeah.
She was a senator, and I do.
My brain said sniper.
She was a congressional sniper.
She was a congressional sniper. I was like, no, not the same cemetery.
My Meemaw used to snipe for Nixon, and she's dead.
Yeah.
So she's an old woman. Who else was she sniping
But she
for?
sniped. She was President Nixon's personal sniper.
Yes, and she had the best.
Aru.
She had the best universal energy, man. Mm-hmm. So I go down to her grave and I do goat yoga.
Goat yoga? No, that's not allowed. You can either bring your goat to your friend who liked goats and has now passed away. Your
you
senator
can do
friend.
yoga.
Yeah, on your other, but you can't do yoga.
Goat yoga must be like
acro yoga.
Acro
with the
yoga,
goat?
but you bring the goat up, you move the goat around with your feet.
I guess because goats like to hop. If you get down, a goat will hop on your back.
Yeah,
you know that's a well. You go out and try it. You see a goat, you get down.
Is there a goat pose?
That goat will get on you. I don't know.
We're not yoga type.
I'm not a yoga type. I can do the one where you like roll down a hill, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I can do sleeping bear position.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows what this means?
That's so strange.
But why I mean, I guess.
Why? There's so many things about that confuse
I can understand it if goats were banned, right? I can understand banning an animal.
I could see if yoga was banned, to be honest, in a cemetery.
But it's the idea that you can't combine the two is what's so strange.
That's the strangest part. It's all strange, but that's a very strange part.
That's a very strange part.
I don't understand.
Here's more in ungulate news.
Okay.
Do you know an ungulate?
Ungulate?
For the folks at home.
It's a type of jellyfish.
Yeah. Hooved animals.
Yeah,
Toronto
right.
Airport removes ad after activists complain it's insulting to cows.
People, this is what we were just watching the other.
The cows aren't reading the ad.
Cows have no idea. You cannot offend a cow.
You can.
If you hit it or something, you can't.
I bet you could probably show it something that's like, I don't like it. But it's not
Like
an ad.
I always wanted to show a cow a lobster.
Like if you show an elephant, for example, a dead elephant, it doesn't like that.
Right, but an elephant, yeah. Okay, I understand that. What's the intelligence level of a cow?
Cows are pretty smart.
They are smart.
They have like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an ad with like a lonely cow, like all cows are loners.
But cows cannot read. And where is this ad? Are they putting this ad up in cow fields?
And it's a picture. I mean, in the airport, Toronto Airport.
Yeah, there's never been a cow in an airport.
Never. There's never been a cow
Not
in an
one
airport.
going through security.
Yeah.
having the what?
And that scanner.
Excuse, can you take off your bell, please? Beep, 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 beep. It's like, what do you... All right, hey, come on. Move along. Move along.
Who are these activists?
These are people who have nothing better to do.
How do they know the cows are insulted?
They don't. They're insulted somehow. I don't understand. Are these people not being insulted enough personally that they have to seek out something to be insulted about, or are they being insulted so much that it just spreads to everything? I don't understand.
Let's make some cow insults. Let's workshop some cow insults.
I mean, don't be mean to stuff. We eat cows. Don't be a dick.
That's meaner than anything you say to a cow is pales in comparison to the fact that we eat cows.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say I don't know, but I could almost guarantee you that if someone's advocating that cows are being insulted by ads in an airport, they're going to not like the fact that they're being eaten also.
Yeah, I would guarantee. Okay, but pick your battles.
Right?
But maybe it's, like
I get it. If you don't want to eat cows, you don't think they should be eaten, sure. Yeah. That's your thing. And I'm totally fine with that.
Got it.
I'm going to eat cows. That's my thing. But I'm totally for you.
That's my thing.
That's my thing. Is like, hi, I'm Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
I like to eat cows.
Ugh.
All right. Right on.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, Sam.
I like to do goat yoga.
Fuck you. No.
Not in this congressional cemetery.
Not in this cemetery, sir. No. But you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Pick your battles. I mean, if you're between the two, I don't know. I think too many of them get together in one spot. It's the same like that with anybody. You get too many people who own guns in one spot.
Because of goddamn internet, man.
Yeah, and you get too many people who have, exactly. Back in the day, you'd have a few of them roaming around, and every now and then you get together, and something would happen. But now they get online.
Something would happen.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, but usually nothing good. They go burn down a church or something.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's like everybody can just get together, and all of them scattered around the world can gather in one place and be like, I don't think that people giving cross-eyed looks at geese. I don't agree with that. And then they all get together, and it's not good. But it's like that with anything. It's not just people being
good.
It's not good. It's not too many people because anything's fine in moderation. I've no problem with people doing most things, but then they get together and it's like, what? There's too many,
So there's an ad in a Toronto airport.
Right.
Someone deems it's insulting to cows. They ask Toronto to take it down. Now, what could it be? What could it possibly show that is upsetting for cows? What could it possibly be? It shows because cows, maybe. Cows are only good for meat. Cows are just nature's
boots. Cows. Nature's cowboys.
There we go. Cows.
Wrangle up one.
Cows. Tastier than pigs.
Yeah. Cows. We're not into you for your personality.
Cows. Only one good use.
No, cows got a lot of uses. That's why we eat them.
Shit, cows.
We can wear them, we can eat them, we can drink them.
Cows. We can wear them, we can eat them, we can drink them. Boom. And the cow went, meh, meh. We can wear them, we can eat them, we can drink them.
I'm so much more. Would that be how a cow talked?
Meh. That's how the guy who's upset over the cows talks.
Meh. I'm not a meh.
Okay. Here's another one that Kat sent us.
Okay.
Sadomasochist swingers club with torture dungeon shut down over health and safety concerns.
I can see the health, but the safeties, that's right up front. Wait a minute, you guys don't have a safe word for this place? There's no
shutting it down.
No shutting it down.
Sex cauldron. They shut that place down. Well, I can understand because if you go to, you would assume if it's a place you're handing your money, they're not going to actually hurt you. They're going to hurt you, but they're not going to cripple you or kill you.
Right. And of all the places, you want that if you're going to go to a S&M sex, what is it? A sex bar?
Sadomasochist swingers club.
Okay.
Sadomasochist swingers club.
Say that. Okay.
Twice.
Yeah. So they go to a sadomasochist
club with torture dungeon. That's all you say. The whole thing is sadomasochist swingers club with torture dungeon.
I like to think when that first opened up, that was a big thing. It was like, no, torture dungeon. People were like, oh, hey, let's check it out.
Whoa.
Yeah. They got great wings there, too.
When I was in Florida, my friends, I don't know why they didn't invite me. I guess I get it. I can come across kind of prudish sometimes. Mm-hmm. my friends, they went to like a dungeon, like an S&M dungeon.
Yeah.
They got like, clamps on their nipples, and they hired like a mistress, and they, all of them together just like kind of got beat up on. And I was like,
it's like a goof.
yeah, they went and had a couple beers and went and did that. And I was like, why am I not someone you call for that? I would have done that. That would have been a great story.
Yeah, it'd been funny. Yeah.
But I remember when they were telling me the story, I was like, when did you do that?
Yeah.
I was free.
That would be a fun thing to do. Like, that's not really my thing.
It's not my thing either.
Yeah,
but it would be funny with like a couple chuck-a-fucking guys go out and do it.
Yeah. Especially if we're all in the same room, and because you'd be laughing at each other. Getting
That's what they did.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like getting beat on them by this woman, and she kept yelling at them and hitting them with shit.
That would be funny.
Putting clamps on them and tied one of them up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it would be super funny.
That would be funny. But
that one did get shut down over health and safety.
no, but see, like I said, I think if you're going to a place like that, you kind of expect, at least for me, if that was my thing, I would look for top-notch places. That's not a place you want to go that's seedy, that's seedy and dirty, and you know what I mean? You don't want to go to a nasty sex dungeon. You want it to be like, oh, this is a nice place.
Yeah, you want it to be clean.
And you want it to be clean and like respectable, and
yeah, they're not. You want them to wash the whips between jaws.
Yeah, I don't want some other dude's back sweat on me. Yeah.
Imagine going, you're freshly shaven, you got your oils, your salves, you've grown a nice mustache. This is my brain of who goes to these places.
Right.
And you're walking in,
big smile.
You got your bathrobe, and you see, and it says closed for health and safety concerns. And then you're kind of like,
oh man.
Right? If it said health and safety concerns, that would kind of make me.
Part of you would be disappointed, but part of you, I think, would be glad. Right. Like if you're going somewhere to eat and you saw, the bad thing is if you used to eat there all the time. And then you showed up and was like shut down because of, and I was like, man, I ate here like a week ago. Well, the places we eat here in Taiwan, every now and then I see like rats and stuff like running around in their kitchen and stuff. Not in their kitchen, but like, outside. Places just like on the street. Yeah. We live in a goddamn city. What are you going to do? More rats than people. Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Rats, dungeon mistress? I've never gotten rat sick. I've never had sex. What? I'm not into it. I don't want to get beaten up while I'm having sex. Yeah, I mean a little rough and tumble's fine, I guess. But it's not like I don't want anyone to put like hot wax on me. I don't want any fucking nipple clamps or. I'm not into buying all the gear. Being tied up. Being tied up. I'm fine with that. My initials are S&M. Holy crap, they are. Yeah, Samuel Nicholas Marks. S&M. I'm S&M. Dude, that's really funny. I've never realized that. That's really funny. If you were super into it, you would be like the king, dude. People would be like, he came up with that name. Like, yeah, he didn't. That's not real. It's like, no, that's my birth name. I was born for this shit. S&M's my full name. Well, my actual name. Yeah. S&M. That's my actual name. I can get the idea of like, being overpowered by. Now we're just gonna start talking about our kinks, right? Yeah, that's a whole other podcast. Kinky Time with Sam and Nate. No, we don't want that title. No, not Kinky Time. Let's workshop it. Sex. Okay, we'll think about it. God. Sex. I don't know what this means. Here's another one that was sent to us by Kat. Mm-hmm. You try to make sense of this. Okay. Cockatoos impress opposite sex with Phil Collins style drum solos. That sounded like you had a stroke just now. The bird, cockatoo, the bird, right? Impressing the opposite sex with impressing. Okay. They're doing Phil Collins. I didn't get that word. They're doing drum solos to impress girl or boy, opposite sex cockatoos. But birds aren't doing drum solos. They're making the sound with their voice. They're going. I can feel it. Cockatoos are impressing other cockatoos with Phil Collins. Imagine that. Holy shit. Imagine the success of you as a musician. If it turns out like you write, some musicians are trying to play music. And you were a cockatoo? No. You're not a cockatoo. You're a human. I'm going to go on a leap here. Follow me. Okay. Scientists were trying to find out the best way to repel mosquitoes. Stay with me. I'm gonna make it come back around. Okay. And they used a Victoria's Secret perfume as like the control. Like, we'll use this as the control. We'll do experiments. But it turned out the Victoria's Secret perfume was the best thing to repel mosquitoes. Like, nothing works better than this Victoria's Secret perfume. Okay. 2 thoughts. First, we got to get that perfume because fuck mosquitoes. Yeah. Right? And it probably smells good.
But also, like, you know, oh, we made this perfume and it has this awesome side benefit. So in that case, now I'm a musician and I'm making music to get humans laid. But it turns out it's getting another species laid. You got to feel pretty proud about that. Like, imagine if this podcast...
Dude, that was a lunatic leap.
It's because it has true uses.
I understand, but what do you do the mosquitoes? I get, dude, you could have just said the blast part and I would have been with you. You didn't need any of that mosquito Victoria's Secret stuff.
I wanted you to understand where I was coming from.
I did when you said just where you were coming from. But the whole beginning part, I'm like, yeah, I like Victoria's Secret.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, imagine like if this podcast was really good for, like, if you listen to it, you heal faster.
Okay.
Or like...
yeah, I understand. Like we're doing it thinking we're going to make people laugh and we're just having a good time.
But it turns out that if you play it, it keeps moles out of your yard.
Yeah, like the reproductive rate of Jesus lizards goes through the roof.
Right. So we have some sort of... so scientists do some studies. Blasting this at zoos and see what happens.
Yeah. Hippos give birth to walruses.
After listening to the Royal We.
Yeah.
Scientists confounded.
Magic, says science.
Stamp it.
Magic, says science. That's the headline I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that day.
Magic,
says science.
Read all about it. Read all about it.
That's just in. Magic, says science.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week on the Royal We.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Magic, says science. I want to thank Kishibashi for letting us use his song intro/pathos on the album 151A. I also want to thank Kat for sending us all kinds of headlines.
Tons of headlines.
Yeah, thank you. If you guys want to send us headlines or sound effects, this week we used a sound effect because we used one of our own, which is this one. So thank us. If you want to send us headlines,
thank us.
No, you don't have to thank us. We're thanking us.
Gosh.
If you want to send us headlines or audio clips, keep the audio clips to about like 3 to 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right?
Don't send us like John F. K's speech.
Some of you guys, someone sent me the Star Wars, all 6 movies played on top of each other. I'm like, what am I going to do with that?
That's funny, but we can't use that.
What am I going to do with that?
Yeah. Who knows, man? It may make frogs get smaller.
I'm going to ignore that. So then if you want to send us something, you can send us headlines, you can send us audio clips at RoyalWeCast on Twitter or RoyalWeCast@gmail.com.
Gmail.
That's going to do it for us this week. Thanks, Kat. Thanks, Nate. Thanks,
Sam.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, science, for its magic.
Thank you, Magic. Good night, Dad. Is that all the business? I didn't know the business.
I think that's all the business.
All right, good night, Dad.
Yeah. Take 1 week off and we're like, No, a tree with feet.
Go on.